Your portfolio is changing, even if you have not touched it in years. And the scary part? Most investors do not notice until after the next crash. Here's what happens. You build a thoughtful portfolio. 70% US stocks, 20% international, 10% dividend income. Balanced, intentional. You set it and mostly forget it. 2 years later, you log in and something looks off. Your US stocks have crept from 70% to almost 85%. Your international sleeve barely registers. Your income position has almost disappeared. You didn't do anything wrong, you just didn't do anything at all. That's the contradiction nobody talks about. Doing nothing is still a decision. Today, I'm showing you 3 ETFs that fix this. One protected almost everything in 2022. One quietly beat expectations when nobody was watching. One fixes a mistake most investors do not even know they are making.
Here is what most people get wrong about rebalancing. They think it is about chasing better returns. It is not. It is about risk. What rebalancing actually does, it pulls your portfolio back to the level of risk you originally decided you could handle before the market made that decision for you. Think of it this way. $100,000, January 2024, 70% US stocks, 20% international, 10% dividend income. After the US equity run through 2025 and into 2026, your US position could easily have grown from $70,000 to $90,000, while international and income barely moved. Now you are not at 70-20-10, you are closer to 85-10-5. That is a meaningful shift, enough that if we hit a sharp equity sell-off, and 2026 has already reminded us those happen, your portfolio takes a bigger hit than you planned for. 3 ETFs, let us fix it. SCHD, Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Growth runs hot. SCHD cools it down. Less momentum, more cash flow, more stability. To get into SCHD, a company needs 10 consecutive years of dividend payments, scored on cash flow to debt, return on equity, dividend yield, and 5-year dividend growth. Only 100 companies survive. Expense ratio, 0.06%. My verified backtest numbers. $10,000 in SCHD, January 2017 to May 2026. $10,000 became $30,578, 12.60% per year. Now, the number that matters for a rebalancing strategy. In 2022, SCHD fell 3.23%. The S&P 500 fell 18.19%. Growth funds fell 30 to 33%. If your portfolio had drifted heavily into US large-cap growth, the SCHD position was the anchor that kept you from panic selling at the bottom. One honest caveat. SCHD will not keep pace with pure growth in a bull market. That is not what it is for. It is a stabilizer, a way to reintroduce quality and income into a portfolio that has gotten stretched. Best 4. Portfolios drifted too heavily into US large-cap growth. Anyone who felt 2022 more than they expected. ETF 2, VXUS. VXUS, Vanguard Total International Stock ETF. Here is the part that surprised me. Everyone talks about US stocks, but in 2025, VXUS beat VOO by almost 15 percentage points. 32.35% versus 17.82%. International outperformed US by nearly 15 points in a single year, and most investors missed it because their international sleeve had quietly shrunk to almost nothing. VXUS owns everything outside the United States. 8,700 companies. Europe, Japan, Australia, India, Taiwan, Brazil. Expense ratio, 0.05%. Almost free. My verified backtest numbers.
$10,000 in VXUS, January 2017 to May 2026. $10,000 became $24,737, 10.10% per year. I will be honest about this number. VXYS underperformed VOO by $14,660 over 9 years. That is the cost of geographic diversification during a decade of US dominance. But here is what that number does not tell you. In 2022, VXYS fell 16.09%. VOO fell 18.19%. International actually protected better in the rate crash. And in 2025, it outperformed by 15 points. This is exactly why geographic diversification matters. Not because international always wins, because it wins at different times. And when US has a bad decade, which has happened before and will happen again, VXYS is what keeps your portfolio moving. One honest caveat. VXYS carries currency risk and political risk. These are real factors that do not apply to US funds. But if your international sleeve has drifted below your 15% target, VXYS is the lowest cost, most comprehensive way to restore it. Best for portfolios where international has drifted below 15%, anyone who missed 2025 international outperformance. ETF 3, VIG, Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF. This is why VIG surprised me. It did not win just once. It beat the market in both major crashes of the last decade. VIG does not chase the highest-paying stocks. It looks for companies with a proven track record of growing their dividend year after year. Minimum 10 consecutive years of dividend increases, then deliberately excludes the top 25% highest yielders, the ones most likely to cut when things get difficult. 330 companies, expense ratio 0.04%. My verified backtest numbers. $10,000 in VIG, January 2017 to May 2026. $10,000 became $32,753, 13.43% per year, the highest return of the three funds. Now the crash data. In COVID, VIG fell 17.16%. The S&P 500 fell 19.63%. VIG beat the market in a panic crash. In 2022, VIG fell 9.81%. The S&P 500 fell 18.19%. VIG cut the market loss nearly in half. Both crashes, both times. That is what makes VIG different from SCHD as a rebalancing tool. SCHD protects best in rate-driven crashes. VIG protects in both rate crashes and panic crashes. If your portfolio has drifted so far into growth that you need something that holds up in any environment, VIG is that fund. One honest caveat. VIG's yield is 1.53%. You are not collecting real income yet. You are building quality. Best for portfolios drifted into aggressive growth. Investors who want crash protection across different types of market stress. 3 ETFs, 3 specific jobs. If your portfolio has drifted too heavily into US large-cap growth, SCHD cools it down. Value, income, stability. Fell only 3.23% in 2022. If your international allocation has shrunk below your target, VXUS restores it. 8,700 companies, 0.05% cost, outperforms US stocks in 2025. If your quality dividend sleeve has eroded, VIG anchors it. Beat the market in both COVID and 2022. Highest return of the 3. These do not replace your entire portfolio. The point is surgical correction. Find where you have drifted. Use the right tool to bring things back into line. The biggest investing mistakes rarely happen because we trade too much. They happen because we stop paying attention. Your portfolio changes even when you do not. Check it once, correct it deliberately, then let compounding do the rest. Next video, I ranked 9 ETFs from worst to best over 9 full years. The number one fund turned $10,000 into $184,000. Subscribe so you do not miss it.